So, Coralie, as you open the letter, you recognize the handwriting and you can fully hear Cabbage's voice in your head as you read a letter from the current king of the Scale Kingdom.
Dearest king, future king of the pirates, Corley. This is Personal G Cabbage. If you did not notice, I am also the king of the Scale Kingdom. Feels a bit weird though, but it's very nice. Everyone's getting along. Bert is still gambling, but has met Steve, who is also a gambler, which is a bit of a problem. But they're really getting along. Things are going well. We have repaired a couple of sewer systems on the island. Everyone's doing pretty well. We got the crops back up and running. Everything is going great. And wonderful things. I hope everything is going well with you. Oh, we also had a visitor. Captain Hornigold, I believe, is a pirate friend of yours. Very exciting. He was very nice, very tall, about I would say about 8 feet. He had a very good, I would say, stories that I've heard of the great future king of the pirates, Corley. I'm very excited to hear about your journeys and various adventures. I'm very proud. A little bit of tear marks on the page. I'm very proud to hear that you are doing so well out in that big wide world to find the One Piece. But I'm writing you this today to tell you that things on the Scale Kingdom are going very well, and I wish to hear of your journeys. Please, write when you can. Your dearest future, Sir Cabbage.
Hello, friends, and welcome. We are so thrilled as you join us as we continue setting sail with the Lavender Scale Pirates. This is season 2, episode 3. We are just so excited to do silly things with our poneglyph. My name is Jess, and my pronouns are they, them, theirs. I play Coralie, whose pronouns are they, any. Typically, we would be joined by Jake, who uses he, him pronouns, as well as Lou, who uses they, them pronouns. But we decided to give them a break for the evening. So with that being said, I will popcorn things over to Angie.
Hi everyone, I am Angie, Agonthetic on the internet, they, them pronouns. I play Zelio Costas, they, their pronouns as well. You can find me, at Agonthetic anywhere on the internet. And I'm gonna popcorn over to Julie.
Hi, I am Julian, or Julie CLI.
Because I am.
I'm nervous already.
What's happened?
Grasshoppers are famously good at jumping.
So, as the Grass Pirate's ship is slowly reduced to a smoldering wreck, destined to lie forever at the bottom of the ocean with its shattered stone captain, many of you displayed new talents, the fruits of your hockey developing efforts and training. With this fight, you have proven to the world and to yourselves that the Lavender Scale pirates have risen to the heights of the truly powerful in this world. After wiping out the pirates that attempted to raid you, it is now time to continue your quest to dump the poneglyph and keep the paper copy of it you've made. The plan that was set forth in previous episodes was to find a spot on the ocean, take note of the stars so you can return to there if needed, and heave this hunk of stone over the side of the ship and let it fall to the ocean floor. The evening is still young. You have just defeated these grass pirates. The crow's nest at the top of their mast sinks below the water at last, along with the ship, its inhabitants, and the rest of its contents. The evening is clear. There's a very light breeze that you can use to sail if you so choose. The sky is clear, and you can see the stars glinting brightly above you. The party decorations from Leandre's welcoming party are still up, and you're all still in your party getup, even if it might be a little bit singed or ripped in places from the fight. As you all glance at each other and at the ship that you've destroyed, you now know that this is going to be a common occurrence. Other pirates hired by the Marines, the government, to come after you specifically. Renowned pirates in the South Blue now. What do you do with this notoriety?
Is the sun out or is the moon out?
The moon is out.
Esmer will grasshopper leap to the top of the crow's nest and say, "We are the Lavender Scale Pirates! Come and get us!" Screaming at the moon. In victory.
I think Zelio is going to let let Nemo know to keep the ship sailing so that I know the grass pirates are not going to be a problem anymore, but we don't want them seeing us stopping in any vicinity. So they suggest that we keep sailing till they're over the edge and we can no longer see the other ship. And then after that, put down anchor
on the other side of the horizon, escaping all possible prying eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Captain, I think this would be an excellent place for us to chart the stars and know exactly where we are dropping off this poneglyph.
That sounds fantastic. Would you be able to teach us that? Maybe not like an in-depth 100% all the way, but I think it'd be really fun. Maybe a little bit of team bonding. Maybe Leandre over there would like it and feel a little bit more welcomed.
Well, navigation is a part of every Marine's training, is it not?
I think a lot of things are part of a Marine's trainings, and then, and they'll just like kind of trail off as they look over at Leandre.
Leandre's standing like this, with their foot up on the edge of the boat, looking outward, the feather moving majestically.
So steed coded. We do it all as a crew.
And it's like, all right, yes. Well, if whoever wants to gather around,
And I think, Zelia will do their best to explain how it is that they chart the stars, specifically paying attention to the time of the year that it is, the fact that they are in the South Blue, and then making sure to base off of the moon and where the moon is located right now, which is the perfect way to kind of use that as a reference point for the other stars around it. Explain to everyone what their star charting is like. Is it correct? Andy doesn't know. I'm making this up at the top of my head, so don't come for me, chat. And and I think they also just ramble about it and never really stop to answer questions. And it's like, all right, so does everybody understand what I'm saying?
I understood all of those words individually.
Oh, of course you did. You're so smart, Leandre. You're actually the smartest one here, and I trust you the most.
And I think they just turn red.
Tiny stick figure Esmer up in the background. And if you don't come down here, then I'll go up there myself. Just like with little like yelling lines. Next
Still
to
screaming.
You're just
at the
yelling
moon.
to the Marines.
That's right.
Captain, any questions? No, I feel very well-end, and I could probably point out some of the constellations that you named, even if I was on the opposite side of the ship, without you.
Amazing. Yes, that one up there, that one's a goat, and it's literally just an L shape in the sky.
I
literally
understand
will.
this
Implicitly.
implicitly. Yes.
So, we'll drop anchor here. I can chart the stars, and we can drop the poneglyph, and it will no longer, one, weigh us down, and two, we'll be the only ones to know where it's located.
Absolutely. And I had thought that I would ask Nemo there to take it down, but he looks quite tired. So maybe we do just push it off.
Of course, a group effort.
Exactly. Who wants to push a poneglyph off the side of the ship with me? Then I'll jump up at once.
I wanna. And Kevin raises his hand.
Of course you do, Kevin. Thank you for your bravery.
We do not dream of labor.
I'm in another place.
Ash just sort of like glances down at herself, which is like to say, like stick figure by even One Piece standards, and just kind of, I'm gonna go back. I'm doing your accent again. Oh no! Ah! I'm gonna go get my drink, and y'all can have fun pushing a gigantic block of stone. That
And
sounds
I have
like-
to... Yes, and I have to go chart the stars.
Excellent. In Inkray also
Sounds
looks
like
incredibly
something I can
tired.
help with.
Great. Maybe this is
No,
something
go
that we
back.
just do in the morning. Yeah.
I will do it.
Right, you will, Leandre.
Leon.
That's my guy. And Coralie will come up and give him a nice clasp on the middle part of their back and say, "I knew I could count on you, friend."
Oh, yeah. Thanks for that encouragement. You could have
Leandre
done some
and-
winces in pain.
Zelia's just watching because it's a very tight corset. I'm very curious to see how he's going to do it.
Coralie flips open a notepad and writes down scheduled time to shove Poneglyph off ship, and then rips it off and hands it over to Leandre.
Thank you,
Yes,
thank you.
add this to the agenda.
I will do that. Thank you. Pulls out the to-do list.
Nemo is gone, and Inkray has also gone to bed and isn't even part of the conversation, even though he's the one that brought the poneglyph by himself onto the ship in the first place.
Nothing could go wrong. Nothing will go wrong.
Nothing.
This is a stupid reason to use my stab.
You have 2 left, and Coralie will think you're a god at this point.
For comedy's sake, it is hilarious that Lou is not here.
God,
We get
be
Marvin
great.
Oh my god. Where is the poneglyph anyhow?
It is down in the hold of the ship.
You just gotta get up all the stairs.
Yep.
Okay. Leandra's gonna try rolling it back up the stairs.
Right.
So, Leandre, do you want me in the front or do you want me in the back? Am I walking backwards up the stairs or are you?
I think if we could just roll, I feel like if one of us is in front of it, like we're gonna get squashed. Like I think just like pushing it from behind together might be a better idea.
And then should we roll for this?
Yeah. Anyone that's trying to help move this several ton block of stone off of the ship, please make a check.
Pivot! Pivot! Pivot!
Pivot!
I rolled
Oh my
a
goodness.
5. Unless you would say that I could use my sure-footedness to help have an easier time moving this through the terrain of stairs.
Oh, yes. Because there are stairs, I would allow a sure foot, the D8.
Bless.
That's a 2 for me.
And I rolled a 3 with my sure feet.
It's not bad.
With
I'm trying
a
to think
2
of
and
how
a
this
3. I'm going to say that this is the 2 of you moving this block. A 1 is required to get
Yeah.
That's crazy!
Over.
What if? What if?
Boo! Boo
As
this
Leandre is
man!
trying to push it up from the bottom of the stairs, from the shadows, there's an anime eye glint, and then a little whisper, "Bug, bug," and then the next panel is Esmer slamming their leg, covered in hockey, full force, into the poneglyph as it is like in the ram position. Bug, bug, wagon, and it's like attacking, fully trying to kick it up onto the deck.
Oh my god. So you're
Someone might
kicking
get
from
flattened.
behind. So as Leandre and Orly are both pushing this thing sort of at an angle, trying to slide it up the steps, it begins sliding backwards and we see that eye glint. Go ahead and make your check.
And I now roll kicks with a d6, thanks to our level up. So that's 6.
Yeah!
Starts sliding back, sliding back, sliding back.
Effort?
All our
Maybe?
muscle boys, have have decided to take a little nap, and this is going really well. I could use effort. It's 3 effort.
3 effort to give yourself an extra die, yeah.
Let's fucking do it. Oh, now it's a 1.
So you slam into the back of the poneglyph, and you just like fully stop, and then slide to the bottom, and it continues. Wait, let me do that again. Run back, and the second time you get the full momentum you need, and when you come in contact with the poneglyph, Leandre, you're worried for a moment that cracks are going to form on this thing with the impact of Esmer's foot. And the poneglyph goes sailing out off of the stairs, over the deck, and over the railing without touching the rest of the ship.
It was
This huge geyser erupts from the splash of the poneglyph hitting the ocean waves.
Wow. Good job, Leandre.
Would you say that we're able to run up to see where it lands in the water?
Yes.
Okay. Leandre, excellent pushing from you. Isma, excellent kicking from you, friend. I think everybody kind of in some pudding from the kitchen. Let me go and find some. And they'll scuttle off.
Zelio will pay attention to where the bow of the bow, not bow, the bow of the ship is to what's the other part? Bow and whatever.
Stern.
Yeah, the stern and the bow and, all of that fun stuff. Where it's located in reference to the star charts, so that they know once they're in that position, they can turn and, it should be over there. As long as it doesn't get carried by a current. And now I've spoken it into existence, so it could potentially happen.
I don't think currents are that strong.
That's true.
It's not like another crew of pirates need those poneglyphs to have plot important events happen.
Yeah, no. of course
No.
not.
We all turn
Nope,
and look
definitely
at the
not.
imaginary camera.
Including Kevin.
Especially Kevin.
So, Zelio, what do you do with the note that tells you where the poneglyph is? Because this, along with the copy, are probably the two most valuable things on the ship right now.
Besides
Oh,
our
my boob.
friendship.
The most valuable, tangible things on the ship.
Got it. Okay. Yep.
I
Cool.
just had that
cool.
one in the holster. That was impressive.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I put it in my boob pocket.
Perfectly tucked away.
Yeah.
Safe from
Not getting touched by anyone.
all.
Unless
Unless-
sorry.
What do you do for the rest of the evening? You've marked where the poneglyph has sunk to the bottom of the ocean. You have your copy of the thing, and you know that there are people out that the government has hired out to get you, and you aren't sure what any of them are, who any of them are.
I don't think that really matters to Coralie. They're just gonna keep doing their thing and trucking along until people come and try to fight them. The Lavender Scale pirates, we don't start fights, but we do finish them by setting someone into stone and then pushing them off their ship to die.
Yeah.
But we don't kill them. The water does.
Or contractually obligating them
100%.
not to fight us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Permanently.
We're called lavender scales not because of Corley's scales, it's because of the scale of the law. So
They're
That's
just
crazy.
Space pirates. They're just space.
I will say, I don't know who's up. Zelio's still up above, still charting and everything. They look at the ship. It's not in good condition. It got pretty beaten up. Yeah. We gotta find a shipwright. Someone to fix these things. Yeesh. And then they go to bed.
Dennis.
Wow.
Because I was not listening to the letter as it played earlier from Cabbage, have we received that letter?
Funny you should ask. When the sun rises the next morning, Orly, you find you have a letter that has been dropped off by a postal pelican.
Amazing. And unless we want to play it again, what is the short and sweet version of that letter from Cabbage?
Apparently, someone claiming to know you and the rest of the Lavender Scale pirates visited the Scale Kingdom. And this already raises an alarm bell. One, nobody except you and the people on the ship should know how to even find the Scale Kingdom, because it itself is a Sea King-sized snake slithering through the ocean, constantly on the move. This is also concerning because apparently the stories that Cabbage may have revealed to this individual were telling. There were stories about how Ash and Leandre were former Marines. There was a mention of Esmer's brother. There was a mention of Bon Clay and how you got the ship in the first place. There's not a ton of things that someone that may have intercepted this letter or the individual that visited Cabbage doesn't know about you and your crew.
As Coralie struggles to read this letter aloud to her crew, they say, it's kind of interesting having a fan. They say the bigger the bounty, the more wild the fans are, but this one seems to know a lot about us. Like, more than I'd like them to know about us in my home kingdom.
It's kind of a bad sign that they even got there, right? I mean, who is this person?
Yes, is there a signature on the letter?
Well, the letter is from Kibbage, but then let me scan it one more time to see if I can glean out a name. Do I see a name of the mysterious visitor, Dennis?
You do. The visitor introduced themselves to Cabbage as Captain Benjamin Hornigold.
Captain Benjamin Hornigold. Doesn't ring a bell. Anybody?
Does that ring a bell for the Navy people?
I think the two of you should make a check. There's a chance it will, but it's not likely. The difficulty is going to be a 2.
And the check is
anything you think might apply. You can make an argument for it.
Leandre goes into his mind palace.
Sounds like a D4 to me.
He's just tweaking in a corner.
Oh my god.
I rolled a 3. And
Nah.
question: Did our effort replenish from the fight yesterday?
I mean, it is the morning
No, but
now.
it did from the rest you just got. Your effort and health are all back.
Then we're gonna spend 3, and we're gonna do that again in the hopes that I can come up with something.
Also, Dennis, I appreciate the use
That's
of
fine.
a historical pirate. It's always fun.
There's already you don't have any idea how hard it was to find a historical pirate that One Piece hasn't already referenced.
Has it already referenced?
They're everywhere.
Incredible.
Nah, the reroll.
Any luck
was
with the
a
new
9.
one?
Nah, that was
Oof.
a 9.
And
Can,
Leandre?
Yeah, no.
Can the
The Leandre was like, let me think, and then starts staring off at the distance and clearly starts thinking about something else.
That close to whatever it was, but then not grasping it is definitely gonna like weigh on the back of her mind for at least an hour.
can we?
You
can
recognize the name.
pirates-
That's a problem.
Can the pirates try? Even if it's
You
at a
know what?
higher
Yeah,
challenge.
yeah.
rating?
The pirates have much less of a chance, but you can all make an attempt, and the difficulty is going to be a 1.
I love an attempt. What is it? It's a 10. Wait, it's a. So we have to roll a d10, right? Yeah.
And before Esmer gets a 1.
I'm gonna spend an
It
effort.
didn't happen.
I'm gonna spend
Unfortunately.
So I did
No.
roll a 1
Ah!
No.
on my
off.
lucky
Out.
green
Got it.
die.
Let's
Oh, yeah.
go.
Okay.
Now I'll
So-
barter with you, Dennis. Because Coralie is kind of stupid. I'll only communicate like 3/4 of the pertinent information.
You remember the name somehow being connected to the suit pirates. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a bunch of pirates that wear suits.
Fancy. Suits.
Friends. Actually, what a gold. I think he wears a suit. Has a crew of suit wearers. I think I maybe heard of them back when I was on that god-awful place with that terrible, terrible man that took away my memory. I don't remember what his kingdom was called. It didn't really matter. King D something. But suits.
Dial.
King Dial, yes.
Mhm.
I know him.
Oh, he's dead. That's
Yeah.
sad.
Good job.
We did good.
Well,
Okay, so we are looking for suits,
We're
or
looking
we are
for a suit.
avoiding. We are avoiding suits. I will tell you, the ship is not looking the best. We need to find a shipwright. Hopefully, in the next island over.
are we close to a ship? Nope. We're very close to a ship, actually. We're on one. Are we close
on
to an
one.
island?
Yeah.
Okay.
There actually is a very well-populated island nearby. And bear with me a moment as I pull up a map of One Piece and find the most populated place in the South Blue.
You're probably not going to find much, just because
Yeah, we
Surprisingly,
really
there
patrol
is
in the
so
middle of nowhere
little.
for this story.
there's so little about the South Blue.
It's okay. We made up fucking Stanton before, so we can do whatever we
Scranton
want.
Island.
Scranton, excuse me.
Scranton
Yeah.
Island
That's right.
with a native whom we've appropriated.
Yes, you've kidnapped.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
contractually hired.
He
Yeah,
came
the
of his
contract work-
own free will.
Yeah, it's a contract.
No one is forcing Kevin to be here.
We're exploiting our workers.
That's okay. He gets paid in exposure to the sun.
We're going to Nueva York Island.
Huh?
Nothing. I just made up something out of the top of my head.
You are going to Pont Island. Ponte.
Ponte.
Like
Or
the Ponteglyph.
Pont Islands.
Ponte. Ponte. Pont?
Probably have more there.
Like the Ponte. That's. You know what, Esmer? You are so pretty. Yes, let's go.
Can't wait to kick some more rocks.
Well, Captain? Ponte Island?
You are going to see as Coralie is just so thrilled with the fact that other people are also mispronouncing words. And it's very natural, and so they kind of feel just like very at ease after struggling through Cabbage's letter. Yes, let's go to that Ponte Island, and Briar, nope, Leandre.
Who's that?
Well, I was thinking that we could pick up another crew person, maybe give Kevin a break if he'd like. And they'll look over to Kevin to see if he wants a break or not.
Kevin is sleeping in a chair.
Excellent. Well, until then, Leandre, would it be possible to have a morning crew friendship thing? I do remember putting you in charge of that, my friend, and I hope that you've come prepared for the day. It is time for it to start.
Briar, forgot.
Unlike Leandre, who definitely remembered.
You definitely would. It was on the schedule. All right, so we're gonna need some trust falls.
Coralie's just gonna stare blankly at you because they don't know what a trust fall is.
So a trust fall is, I would stand in front of you like this, like so. I'm gonna stand in front of Zelio, And when I fall backwards, I just gotta trust that Zelio's gonna catch me.
Do you trust me? Do you trust? That
I
I'm
just
going to
gotta,
catch you?
just gotta trust the process. Just gotta trust it'll happen. All right.
How do you know? How do you know you can trust me?
I'm going to backwards.
Wait,
think
so
I
is
need
it like
to-
just a fall, or you just kind of jump at Zelio?
No, this is
No.
going backwards.
A trust fall.
I'm going
Yeah. Have you never done a trust fall?
Oh yeah.
Well,
no,
yeah.
I'm just.
No.
In
when
Dennis's
trust falls
defense,
happen, I'm not used to having that much effort be vocalized during a trust fall, so I wanted to.
well,
be
you've
sure.
never seen Leandre vocalize it before.
True.
That's
Okay.
true. I have not.
This is Briar, high or low?
No. Hi.
It's a 4. I do not
No.
catch you.
Oh dear.
Thud.
Like, wait, no,
You can feel the vibration go through the floorboards of the deck.
I wasn't ready for that.
Gotta be ready at all times.
Correct. This is an excellent lesson, an excellent team bonding
I've
lesson.
been
You have to be
betrayed.
ready at all times.
Where does the trust part come in?
I don't know. It's been broken like my back.
Maybe we should find that out.
And did Zelio, or excuse me, did Leandre do this standing just like on the same level of Zelio, not getting like a little bit higher?
Yeah.
Well, friend, so I couldn't help but notice that there was no real fall. You like kind of just like leaned backwards. Wouldn't you want to like get up there and they'll like point up to the sails?
I think that would hurt more. That's
Crazy.
Get up to the
I
sails?
think no, that's
Get
not
up to
how
the sails!
No. Okay. Well, I've lost control of this exercise.
Someone catch me!
Ah!
Coralie runs underneath to catch Esmer because, you know, Esmer has floated the captain over to different ships before, and while Coralie can't fly, they want to be able to give some resemblance of, you have done the thing for me, so I'm going to do it for you. And even if it hurts them, they are going to catch Esmer.
This is gonna go so well.
Fear
All right.
pirates of
I
the
have
South
to
Blue.
ask, how high up does Esmer go?
Oh, top of the crow's nest, like was discussed.
Yes, as was definitely discussed.
This was the exercise.
Oh, all right, Coralie, I need you to make a check to catch Esmer.
Would you say that my footing is sure as I'm on this boat going over waves? No, you wouldn't.
You sound like you already know the answer to that.
Okay, I rolled a 3.
I will also say, Esmer just, Esmer's a goof, but pretty conscious of their own abilities and such. So I'm kind of envisioning that right as they're plummeting towards the ground, they unleash their grasshopper wings and kind of like give a little, so they actually kind of only fall like a few feet into Coralie's arms.
Brilliant. And you are caught by your captain, princess style.
Tis. You see this, Coralie? Esmer doesn't trust you.
Actually, I think that grasshoppers are famously good at trusting snakes in knowing when they need to put a little wing on it to not kill us both. And they'll look down at Esmer and kind of stand them upright.
It's true, I say this all the time.
That's what you screamed this morning, isn't it?
That's right. The grasshoppers famously trust snakes enough to know when to put a little in their.
And then you'll hear all of Coralie's hair snakes go.
When's Ash gonna do it?
Ash has gone and Ash has got has gotten Leandre up off the ground. It started. And once she's done that, she just goes like, the Australian is creeping into my brain. How do I do this? Nope, that's the wrong one. Ash has
Y'all.
an aneurysm. Forces.
Y'all, barbecue.
I'm gonna shoot this here gun at that there ship.
I just drank some water and almost spit it at y'all.
The thing about like, scale pirates is that you give them something to do, they're gonna go instantly as far as they can with it, and you can never really anticipate the results. Exhibit A. And just gestures over to Esper, who I assume at this point has gone back for a second round.
Definitely distracted elsewhere, yeah, for sure.
Well, you know, I did the thing I was tasked to do.
You did it phenomenally.
Unlike some people.
Excuse me? You did not give me a heads up. You just started
Ash would have caught me.
Well, you didn't.
See, Ash, catch me.
To prove a point, Leandre will hurt themselves as much as possible.
No.
Does Ash catch them?
Ash is
Please
like
make a
aware.
check.
Oh no. Oh no. I want to be clear. I want to be clear before we do this. Ash's struggles are that she is clumsy and has low stamina. Now, per the text, that means that if I miss with a melee attack, I hit something else, and extended physical activity requires a D12. I just need to know what the ruling is on what I do here. Because of that.
Leandra, you can't
Before
just
I-
jump into people's arms.
He's princess coded. He can't help it.
I'm going to say that since you are fully rested, low stamina will have no effect.
Great.
And because of the mechanics of how clumsy is written, that will also have no effect.
Lovely.
But-
That's still D10 though.
But
This is 100% still a D10.
Great. Okay.
Oof.
No.
That seems like a good phase.
I don't think so. And then
Ash goes to do the catch, but forgets that she's not good at physically catching people and loses her own footing under Leandre.
can I try to catch Ash?
Yes!
While Leandre hits the deck.
that's good.
I'm so
What a
sorry,
tangled
Brian.
web we weave.
We're bullying your character.
I didn't want to be here. I want to be at the club.
Here with us now.
I also have sure-footed. Can I do a D8?
No, we ruled sure-footed does not affect this.
I see. That's a 3.
No.
So, as Leandre leaps backwards towards Ash, you make contact with Ash's arms, and Ash, you get thrown backwards with the momentum, and
Oh
you
my
feel
God.
arms grab you from behind. And at the end, after the dust clears, we see Zelio carrying Ash and Leandre on the ground.
Hello there.
Do you know how, like, in anime, like, characters will flush, like, up the neck, like they're, like, a filling tube? That's exactly what happens to Ash, like, right in this moment.
Oh my god.
Look. See? Do you see this? Leandra doesn't give us a heads up.
Leandre's just dead in a glue trap beside you. dragon kind of.
Oh my god. We'll just gently put Ash down.
I think Coralie will come. Coralie will come and kind of look over at y'all and say, well, I think that everybody kind of trusts everybody else a little bit more now. Thanks for that, Leandre. Excellent exercise. And he'll make eye contact with every single person on the deck and wait for a nod or some sort of affirmation that they enjoyed it.
Yes, absolutely. It was wonderful.
The most
Ghost.
dreaded pirates. Go ahead,
I
Brian.
was like, a little ghost comes out of his mouth that gives it the
Very good.
Yes. We're good. We're fine.
The most dreaded pirates to sail the South Blue. Echoes.
Oh yeah, you have to yell at the sun. It's in the itinerary.
Yeah, that's right.
Leandre, I look forward, and I think that all of the crewmates do as well, to what activity we'll be doing tomorrow, in the day after that. And with that, they'll walk over and look out at the setting sun. Nope, the sun that is starting to rise.
Right.
The rising sun. I'm not trying to skip an entire day. You are.
Well, this morning, you finally see the islands of
Ponte.
Pont in the distance, and you can see it's not just an island, or probably not. There are two very much smaller islands that are almost completely bare. You don't see any, you just see shoreline, some cliffs on one of them, beaches on the other, and sort of arcing between them at the two different elevations, there's a bridge with large, like, tall buildings on it. Like a small city is located on only this bridge and not the islands themselves. As you continue sailing towards the island, you see that this is indeed the case. As the sun is rising, the city begins to wake up. People bustling left and right across this very large bridge. And over on the beach island, you can see that there are ports for you to dock at.
Put down the colors so that we don't get confused by pirates. You know, we don't threaten anyone with our pirate colors.
Mm-hmm.
He would never threaten or kidnap somebody.
Does
Do you want to
Leandre
try
say
to go
anything
into
to
the
that?
port or somewhere else?
You know, that's a really interesting question, because the last time we went into a port, some guy had some shit to say about it. And I don't remember his name either, because these mediocre men are not important to King Coralie. But I also don't want us to get messed with. So I do think that Coralie would kind of try to scope out along the island somewhere that is a little bit off of the port, but still accessible to the main city. Would he find a
Perfect.
place?
Yeah. You circle the island slightly, and you find a nice, very small bay that you can anchor just outside of and row into. It's well protected, so the waves aren't super big, and you can row from the ship to shore pretty easily. The island itself is mostly forested, but if you walk along the beach along one side or cut through the woods, either way is going to get you to the bridge.
Leandre, friends, I know that last time you got to stay on the ship to watch the poneglyph, and you had a delightful time with Moppy. But I think that it would be great if you would join us today on the island. Does it sound all right?
Yeah, who's gonna watch? Oh, are the guys sleeping? Are the one of them gonna take watch?
Absolutely, yes. Inkray and Nemo will do a bang-up job. Moppy too.
Is bang up derogatory or positive? It
Very-
sounds derogatory.
No, it's very positive.
Negative is bang down.
Yep. They're right.
I feel like I'm like, where I come from, we call them Potato Jeremys. Where the fuck are you from? That's the moment that
Potato Jeremy.
is happening right now. Like, where did they say that? But just go swimming.
So our whole cast on screen is going to the island, and Nemo and Inkray are staying behind to guard the ship with Kevin and, more importantly, Moppy.
Moppy.
Most importantly.
And
Can we make a
most
Moppy
importantly,
cameo? Just a little Moppy cameo.
Screaming.
just a little one of it's a wide frame where you see Moppy in the foreground jammed up into the helm, and all of our characters on a longboat very far away.
Screaming.
What's
Like
Leandre
Moppy.
screaming?
Huh?
No.
Yeah.
Screaming on the inside.
Incoherently.
Always.
When the
like that's
Discord
my
lingo
fault.
when the Discord lingo comes out.
Who's rowing? Because I feel like usually Inkray would row, maybe Nemo afterwards.
Esmer's rown canonically in our first campaign.
Yeah, grasshoppers are
Famously good at rowing.
fairly good at
Famously.
rowing. Famously good at rowing, yeah.
And the ship's most famousest rower takes the oars and gets you all safely to the beach. And as you pull the lifeboat onto the sand, you turn and you can see the beach one way and the forest another. And that is where we are going to take our break for this evening.
All right, my friends, we're famously good at taking a break to eat some food and drink some water and de-shrimpify our shoulders, and we would like you to also be famously good at doing that as well. We'll be back super shortly, so until then, think of your famous grasshopper quotes. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello and welcome back, my friends. Thank you so much for joining us for the second half of Season 2, Episode 3 of our One Piece inspired Sagas TTRPG stream series. We are thrilled that you're here as the Lavender Scale Pirates continue sailing the South Blue. With that being said, I'm gonna stop talking so Dennis can give us just a little bit of a recap of what we did in the first part of the episode.
You finally got rid of the poneglyph. The one you stole from the Marines is now sunk to the bottom of the ocean, and Zelio has the note that says where that exactly is. It is now the only piece of information that can tell you where this specific poneglyph is. Otherwise, it will likely never be found again. You have noticed that your ship took some significant damage, and you sailed to a nearby island, Pont Island. And it's actually two that are connected by a large bridge. It appears that most of the buildings and the people are on this enormous bridge connecting the two islands. You have anchored the ship offshore with Moppy, Kevin, Inkray, and Nemo all standing guard, while the five of you are going ashore on this beach to find a way to fix your ship, hopefully. There are two obvious ways to get to the city on the bridge and try to find someone who might be able to help. There's across the beach and a shortcut through the woods. Which would you prefer to take?
Zelio, friend, I'd like to see you happy this morning. Which route would make you happier?
Well, we are avoiding the locals, are we not? Possibly going through the forest would be best.
Everyone heard that, right? Excellent. Make way.
So you all start trekking into the woods. It's as far as you can tell, normal forest. You do see some pine trees, which bring you back
sweat
to
my eyes.
older times. So you, as with your past nemesis, you are now always suspicious of stray pines.
Ash takes psychic damage.
You make it through the woods pretty quickly to the city. And at the base of the bridge, you see there's a sort of a welcoming sign, but from where you've approached in the woods, you are still hidden from the guards posted at the foot of the bridge. There is a billboard with several pieces of paper tacked to it, two guards on the bridge, and no other traffic, it seems.
Question. Who were the ones who had their names on the wanted posters? Because it wasn't all of us. It was only just a few that were on the news coups.
Right. It was Esmer, Zelio, Nemo, and Coralie.
Okay. For Esmer, myself, and Coralie, off of Zelio's big wardrobe of random shit, they are going to provide like hoods and cloaks just to kind of like help with not looking ass, like ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Making an attempt to disguise yourselves and hide your faces that might be recognized from wanted posters.
Yeah.
Those that are being disguised, please. Actually, is Zelio leading the disguising?
Yeah.
All right, make a check
Sure.
and see how effective you can make these. Make the
And
hood
stealth.
so that it's covering the sides, and maybe some makeup if needed.
So question, am I doing a stealth check or am I doing like a wardrobe check?
This is closer to wardrobe. It's not
Perfect.
just you
Okay.
that's trying to be stealthy here.
Yeah, better. That's better for me because I have a 12 on. I rolled a 12 on stealth based stuff. Okay. That's a 1. Of course.
Let's go.
And so, you have totally free reign over how you want these disguises to work. Who are you disguising, and what do they look like now?
Well, I think, let me see. Definitely, asking first for consent to put a wig on Coralie.
Do you think that the girls will be able to breathe still?
I believe so. Just because it's hair doesn't mean that it's not breathable.
And Coralie will kind of just like tap all of their little heads and arrange them into like almost like a beehive on top of Coralie's head and allow Zelio to put a wig on them.
Yeah. Or actually, I'll do you one better. Instead of a wig, we can do a fabric that looks more like those 50s pinup girls, like with the like rockabilly type head wrap, and then curling some of the girls so that there's like this little poof that looks kind of just like a hair that is just poofed out, but they're still kind of hiding in there, and they'll still have a little bit more breathability if it's just a fabric and not like a weight of hair. How does that sound?
That sounds great.
Awesome. For Zelio will put on a wig. It won't be their blonde wig. I think they'll put on like a short black bob. And then for Esmer, I think Esmer's is the one that they're just sort of like...
It's kind of hard to do. Oh, I can do this. Esmer turns into a grasshopper.
What? Like a tiny one?
I ate the fruit.
You did eat the fruit. But like a baby grasshopper? Like
Yeah,
is it a big one?
Just a normal grasshopper with like poofy. We haven't seen all the bug fruits are owned by the little Lilliputian race in One Piece.
Yeah, the dwarves.
So we don't have evidence against bug transformations just turning into a normal bug.
That's deeply crazy. Okay, tiny grasshopper.
If Ismar is gonna do that, should I just turn into a snake then? And you could like wear me like a
What
scarf?
do you mean you can turn into a snake?
You flung me in my snake form
I
before.
have that,
When we first met. I know it's been a really long time, and we've not killed a lot of people between now and then. But yeah, I can do that too.
I guess you could turn into a snake if you want to turn into a snake. And are you
And-
both sure you want to just turn into?
I
Please,
like
and-
wrap around my hand around Zelio's shoulder,
It's a train.
and then a train passes by, and I wave to the train, and then as I wave goodbye to the train, and it goes back at me, I turn into a snake, and my body just like starts shortening from the legs up, as I give one final wave to the train, and just lay around their neck.
The way that you transform is diabolical. It's just like... Oh my goodness. Okay, so, Captain Coralie is a snake, and we have a grasshopper. Does anyone want to be responsible for Esmer? Or am I being responsible for...
They could hide in your hair.
Come here.
Thank you, Ash. I don't want to be responsible for the both of them.
She's just gonna put Esmer like right on top of her head.
Esmer enjoys it.
And then for the both of you, I guess there is not wanted posters for either of you, so this should be okay.
I mean, as it stands, we are not that recognizable, I wouldn't think, and
There might be a missing poster for me because I'm so invaluable to the Navy with my skill set. So
of course you are.
Oh,
they
we'll
might
keep
be
an eye
looking-
out.
Yeah.
We'll keep an eye
Yeah.
out for it.
They definitely
Rip
noticed
it.
that I was gone.
We'll rip it from the wall and destroy it because you're not going back. And then we're ready to go into Punt Island or Punt City, wherever it is that we're going.
You're
As
going
we're
to the populated bridge.
As we're going up there, Ash was like thinking about it. It's been well over a year since like she defected. Essentially, there has not been a wanted poster for her in this whole time. She's like
Not
thinking
to
about
your
this.
knowledge.
Okay, yeah. I don't think that sits like comfortably with her. Not out of ego reasons, but like that's weird to her. But she tucks that away for now.
Well, maybe this will make you feel more comfortable. As you're approaching the guards on the bridge,
Instant karma.
Insane.
It's funny you mentioned that, actually.
About that. Fuck.
I did mention a bulletin board at the foot of the bridge. And
Damn it.
pasted upon this bulletin board are many, many notices of, missing pets, job opportunities, but pasted front and center above, on top of everything else, are wanted posters for every single member of your crew. And it appears your bounties have been upgraded.
But we didn't do anything. Shh.
The
Yes,
new
he turned
images-
himself into stone.
The new images appear to be from literally last night.
Damn, who was taking pictures of
Hey.
us? A paparazzi.
The fight between you and the grass pirates. So we have King Coralie.
Do we look really cool?
Oh, you look so fucking cool. Every single picture is super well done. You kudos to the photographer. King Coralie's bounty has gone from 35 million to 60 million. Nemo's bounty has gone from 20 million to 25 million. Zelio's has gone from 40 million to 45 million. Esmer's has gone from... This is a very interesting one, because Esmer's previous bounty was 5,000. It was quite low. It was the same vibe as Tony Chopper, the Straw Hat's pet. However, this new image of Esmer is in full Zoan combat form, with the face mask of bug mandibles across her jaw. And it has gone from 5,000 to 45 million.
Whoa!
All right, moving up in the world.
What the
Ash
hell?
is just kind of just like absentmindedly reaches up and pats the grasshopper.
It's time to bang down.
Don't.
Okay,
Good
You know-
comic.
but is there anything for Ash and Leandre? Was it
And
just
Ingrid.
The
Ingrid.
two in the center of all of these posters
There it is.
are for Ash and Leandre. And they both have a bounty of 100 million for
Oh,
defecting.
shit.
Leandre.
Ash is
Your
going to like.
bounty is higher than mine.
I feel like Leandre was gonna run away.
Ash knew it was coming. She has already got Leandro by the shoulder, or by like the collar's thrust. The first thing she turns to Zelio and she's just like, "Well, I mean, maybe this was. Do you think if I was wearing my suit, it wouldn't be so high? Maybe they wouldn't be. Because if it's from the party fight, Ash is literally now immortalized in the fucking sundress to the world, and she does not. She does not love that.
Can I very quickly try and figure out a way to like hide both of these two 100 million bountied pirates?
They're
faces?
so tall. They're both so tall, aren't
They're
they?
so tall.
They're both so tall.
Need to figure out something, anything, to like try and get these motherfuckers to look less conspicuous.
Give me your hat. Give me your hat.
But it's my hat. It's my hat.
No,
Would
this is
the one
Zelio's
roll-
hat. Zelio's
Oh,
enormous
okay.
hat.
Okay, takes it off. They're like little, they're green, red brim hat. Yes.
Puts it over Leandre's head. If Leandre's like, Ash is,
Leandre
Ash is
will just have two hats on because Leandre also.
Oh, Leandre has a hat.
He has a gigantic pirate hat.
The gigantic pirate hat. Leandre, you have to put the hat away.
But it's
That is the one thing that's going to point you out.
we can at least put one hat over
Snatches
the other hat. We
it.
can hide the hat. All right, there we go.
okay.
Ash is like,
And gives it back to you. Put it in your bag. Put it in your bag.
Ash is like, okay, what if I? And she like takes off her glasses, and is just kind of like squinting.
Ash, where'd you go?
How's
Who
that?
are you?
Does that work?
Let's muss up your hair a little bit. We
My hair is
flick
always.
it back.
Does it look like I've
Just
brushed this?
spits in their hand and then slicks it back.
Oh no.
I'm so sorry.
Why did you do that?
Can Ash see without her glasses?
So, this is a good question because I have keen vision and night vision, like, but I don't know if that's mechanical or flavor at this point. I guess our glasses are sunglasses.
For the comedy.
I'll
of
leave it
all.
up to you. Either one is fine with me. I think taking the extra struggle would be interesting and potentially extremely detrimental.
So if I take my glasses off, and it's a struggle, what does that mechanically do for my? Do I just not get advantage of my vision traits?
Site-based checks must use a D12.
Okay. I think for the comedy of it all, this seems like the right thing to do.
Hell yeah.
So we're gonna do it. And Ash is just kind of just like, Zelio, I can't.
Give me your hand.
Okay.
Grabs their hand.
She's like, wow.
Puts
You're
her
very
hand
blurry.
on. Am I still beautiful?
Yeah. Yeah.
Puts their hand on their shoulder so that Ash doesn't go too far.
And then Coralie rests her head on Ash's hand. And you hear a little whisper, what if you put on the wig that you were going to put onto me, onto Ash?
No, yes, that's a good idea. I don't think that's the thing. I don't think we're already outside of the ship. I don't think Zelio has it.
Well, you were going to put a wig onto Coralie when we were in the...
Snakes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you do
Yeah,
have
yeah.
it.
Do I have it
Going
with
into
me?
a
Okay.
populated area, you would have
Okay.
prepared to make disguises for sure.
Got it. I just wanted to make sure if it was okay, GM, for me to have already have that. I will put it on Ash's
Yeah.
head.
Before the wig goes on Ash's head, Esmer's just gonna try as a little grasshopper on top of Ash's hair to like pull the hair and Ratatouille for a second, see if anything
Like
happens.
that play about that rat.
It's just
Like
like, Esmer, it's okay. I won't put the wig over you.
Anyone can cook.
Thanks for coming, y'all. That was the stream. It's been real.
That was the series.
Credits.
That was it.
That's the Lavender Scale Pirates.
we all get arrested.
You all get arrested. You all go into jail. The end.
we go to the secret
Oh
level
my
and impel
God.
down, and we're all just stay gay and together.
Oh my god.
For clarity, I am putting my glasses back on so I can see,
Oh
but
my
just know
God.
that Ash can't. It's the illusion.
Incredible.
So you still have the matter of the guards to walk past. It appears neither of them have been really paying attention to your group. They're sort of staring off into space.
Perfect. They're bad at their job. Excellent.
Yes, they're very bad at their job, it appears. In like best guess, you could probably walk past them and nothing will happen.
Let's do it. We're walking past.
Does anyone do anything as you walk past?
I have the chatterbox flaw.
I love, Dennis, that you're allowing space for shit to go wrong in true One Piece fashion.
Here,
I want to know what
look
Esmer's
at the
gonna do.
awful situation that could possibly happen. I'm making you well aware of it. Would you like to make anything happen?
As long as they don't talk to me, I'll be okay.
Friar, that's where you fucked up.
No.
I think as we walk past, due to Esmer's chatterbox flaw, Ash's hair is going to speak to the guards. You're doing a bang-up job!
One of the guards tries to figure out who said anything, and accidentally makes eye contact with Leandre and says, thanks, I guess.
You're welcome.
He gives a look as a different voice answers him. But doesn't appear to think too much of it, and you make it into the city, surprisingly, without too much interference.
God, I love when people don't care about their job.
They're not paid enough. They are not paid enough here on
Clearly
Pop
not.
Island.
Oh my lord.
The city is before you. Most of the bridge itself appears to be made of stone, and it sort of goes from the lower beach island to the higher cliff island, connecting the two in creating this huge place of commerce. It seems very well supported with brick columns holding it up from below. And the buildings here appear to be mostly made of wood, stone, or a combination of the two. Most of them aren't too tall, but you do see a couple that are, like 3 stories high. Not something you normally see on a bridge. The people are bustling around, mostly human. You can see a couple of fish people and animal folk. A couple of those double-jointed elbow guys are here as well. And as you are wandering through the streets, who is leading the charge to try to find someone to help fix your ship?
I think Leandre will, just kind of keeping track of things. I do have one of my talents is investigation, so
I'm just letting you know, you just volunteered Leandre to lead the charge.
no, did I say Leandre? I'm
I
so
was
sorry.
like, what we said fuck me for?
Zelio did. I apologize.
No, it's fine.
I guess I have Leandre on my mind. I can't
Yeah,
help.
of course.
We all
That's-
do. We
I
all
just feel
do.
like Mole with the lance is like, I will go.
No. Yeah, Zelio. Zelio will. I do have my investigation, so I can
Yep.
roll with a 6. So I'm gonna do that.
Absolutely applies.
Okay. Boop. A 1. Yeah.
Ooh, that is perfect. So you do actually find a full shop that is it just has a very simple sign out in front of it. Like you would have walked right past it if you weren't looking at it and you happened to look directly at the sign, but it's pawned shipwrights.
Oh, perfect. There it is.
As you 5 go into the building, Coralie, you get a sense of someone watching you.
Do you feel it? Celio,
Yes.
do you feel it? The like eyes.
Well, I feel your tongue hissing in my ear.
And you can feel that they're not like
Not
rude.
joking.
Rude.
Yeah.
No, the eyes. Do you feel the eyes?
Can I do another investigation check? To kind of like
Yeah.
look around and conspicuously look
Looking
around.
for people.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people here.
Yeah. Oop. That's another 1.
So it's you sort of look through the sea. The door's open. You're like halfway into the building already, and you glance back and look through the sea of people, and you look further into the back, and you catch a glimpse of a tall, dark figure in a hat. But the instant you go back to that spot, they're gone.
Yes. I think I did see something. But for right now, let's focus on the shipwright.
Fine.
Ash,
Yeah.
could you be a dear and take a point in speaking to the shipwrights so I can keep an eye out?
Yeah. I can do that.
Perfect.
Someone's gonna need to double check everything that we get our hands on, though, unless I we can start the conversation. I'll just, just make sure that what I'm getting is actually what I'm getting.
Right. For right now, you speak to the shipwrights. I'm going to stay by this window.
Great. Sounds good.
Yeah, and Zelio will post up. And they will also be like, Leandre, go with Ash.
He's heading that way anyway.
And I'm just gonna wait. As we walk in, I'm assuming there's windows.
Yes, there are windows that look out onto the street.
Yeah.
You find a nice shadowed spot where you can see fully through one.
Just watch, just waiting. And we'll whisper to Coralie, keep an eye out as well for you. Tall, skinny, hat.
Did you happen to smell him?
Unfortunately, no, there are thousands of smells in this city.
Yes, and that's why I asked if you smelled that one in particular. But, if you get a whiff of him, let me know, and I'll...
I don't have snake scent. Snake sense of smell.
Zelio, I know I do. Did you?
Yeah,
I'm a
but
snake.
I can describe what the smell is.
That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. That's fine. Peepers appealed.
Peepers appealed.
And I imagine that you see a presence like an aura of like a hand motioning out. Obviously, Corley's a snake right now. They don't have hands to do that, but the gist gets across.
It's that hockey vibe.
Exactly.
As you two keep a lookout at the window, I'd like you both to make checks that will come into play later.
Is it investigation again?
Investigation is specifically for clues and extracting information from people.
Yes. So at rank 3, I can checks you make to extract information from your surroundings may use a d6.
All right. Yep, that would apply.
Sorry in advance, I rolled a 5.
2.
Well, Coralie, you definitely get effort back if you're missing any. And we'll come back to that too in a bit. Ash, Leandre, and Esmer approach the front desk, and there is a woman with a nameplate that reads Linda on it. And she looks up as you come in. Hello, welcome to Port Shipwrights. How can I help?
Hi. We're looking to get some materials and repair our ship.
Well, you've certainly come to the right place. What materials would you like?
Well, we have some hull repair. We have some mast repair. Got a little bit of splintering in the center. And might need some fresh sailcloth, I think, as well.
All right. Sounds like some lumber, steel plates for mast repair, and new canvas. And do you have a shipwright among your crew? Would you like to borrow one of ours?
What's the going rate for a rental?
Well, it is 500 berries per hour.
Yeah, we would. I think we would need some master crafts work.
All right, if you'll excuse me a moment. And she turns over her shoulder and yells, "Spriff! Spriff!" There's a crash from a back room. You can hear like a cymbal, ting, 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 ting. I'm coming! I'm coming! And a short little guy
Are we into
comes out. He is as wide as he is tall. He is a sphere. He has a large poof of hair and beard, poof, both sort of like an hourglass along his head. And as he comes out, he's wearing these thick spectacles, and he says,
"Okay, yes, I'm here. My name is Spriffin Gibblethorpe. How may I be of assistance?"
Spriffin Gibblethorpe.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Pleasure to meet you.
I'm sorry.
The funniest thing is that this would exist in One Piece. Like,
100%.
Okay.
Can I be of assistance?
We're looking for a shipwright.
Well, you've certainly found one. Is your ship docked in the harbor?
We're a little bit farther, if you don't mind making a hike.
Well, it will take some extra time to go get to the ship that's further away than the harbor.
You know, we have taken that into account, and I think we do not have a problem with that.
Sounds good. I'll just get some things, and I'll meet you by the front door. Okay?
Fantastic. Thank you very much for your help. Rindle.
You can call
and,
me Sproof.
She was trying to read the name tag on the poor like attendant behind the counter, and can't.
Linda.
Linda. And yeah, Spriff. We'll see you over at the front in just a minute.
Excellent. I'll go get these things. She rips a page off and spins it around the counter and slides it to you. And it has the price at the bottom.
This seems like a amount. And she goes to like reach up to like tap the Esmer in her hair, and then remembers that Esmer doesn't read, and then looks in Leandre's direction.
Leandre will sign it because he doesn't think that they have any. After reading it, is there anything in the fine print that would be of concern?
Besides
Make
the
a check
price?
to look for things hidden in fine print.
Of course we don't have our lawyer.
I learned well from him though. Got to check the fine print. Hold on. I don't think I have anything. This man's not dumb. It's just not. That's what I mean. That is a 4.
Yeah. I mean, like, the price seems fair. The fine print is pretty standard of, like, you know, you promise to pay this amount, and if you don't, we'll come after you. But looking around, you're not sure what they're going to come after you with. They'll just report you to the Marines, and oh no. So there's probably going to be no repercussions as you think from a piracy standpoint.
Dennis, don't you tempt Leandre with a good time of the Marines coming and scooping them back up.
I think Leandre is gonna write the name of like their like eldest brother they don't like on it. with like with the confidence and like beautiful calligraphy.
Wonderful. Well, that will do it. I will gather the supplies, and they will be on the wagon out front momentarily. She takes the page, puts it into a book under the counter, and it goes into the back room, and you can hear some machinery moving as she collects materials.
Ainsley, I think. Yeah. And she gives
At
a
this
thumbs up.
point, Zelio, you're still looking out the window, and with a
Yes.
2, you catch another glimpse of the man in the crowd. He is now across the street, between 2 of the buildings, and you're getting a better look at him.
Mm-hmm. What does this person
He
look
is...
Yep.
He's tall. He's a full 2 heads taller than anyone else in the crowd. He is wearing a fitted black suit. He's very thin. His arms are extremely long. His eyes are still hidden beneath the brim of a black fedora. And his fingers his arms hanging straight at his sides with fingers that almost touch the ground. As if sensing your gaze, the brim of his hat tips up momentarily, revealing eyes beneath. Zelio, please make an avoid check.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute, because I missed that. I missed that. My internet cut out. You said Zelio, and it just went silent. I did not hear anything. What?
Zelio, please make an avoid check.
Avoid? Oh boy.
Avoid what? Is this a power? Is this...
Remind me again, avoid check? It's just a D10?
Unless you have something on your sheet that says otherwise.
I want to be honest. and say that one of my struggles is prominent. Which means that for any stealth-related thing, I have to roll with the 12.
This
So-
would not be a stealth. He's
Okay, got
already
it.
aware of you.
Okay.
Oh,
Got
it's
it.
almost
This will
worse.
be a D10.
Okay, got it. Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure and be truthful to that. It's a 4.
You feel as though you are being submerged in freezing waters. All sound around you becomes muffled, and you lose your sense of direction entirely as you receive the wound call of the deep.
What the fuck? Okay, call. What does that do?
For now, please put 3 question marks.
What?
Okay. On the severity box, what do I put down?
Severity 1.
Juno, please, shut up. My cat's meowing in the other room. Okay. It's been
You
added.
blink, and you fully come back, and the man is gone.
Do I
Every-
notice a change in them at all throughout this?
That's up to Angie.
Yeah, I do think you feel their because you as a snake would probably feel their temperature just like go down.
Feel your temperature go down, maybe smell your pheromones change, perhaps?
Yeah, like fear.
I think at that point, Coralie, not like an I'm trying to constrict you in your breathing sort of way, but they do wrap just a little bit tighter around your shoulders and then even up around your head, and whisper in your ear, "Friend, are you all right?"
We have to go. I think it's time for us to go.
Okay. You can tell me on the way.
That there is the same man that I saw earlier. He is now following us.
And what's he look like?
Tall, suit, wide brim, fedora hat.
Did you just say suit?
Yes.
Do you think that might have been the Kibbage guy?
I can only assume as much. 2 + 2 = 4.
Yes.
We have to go.
And I think Zelio will turn to the to Ash and Leandre, and it's like, "Are we finished? Are we finished yet? We have to maybe head out."
Yeah, we'll be taking a ship right back to the boat to patch it up.
Oh, great! Hi, nice to meet you. What is your name?
Hi, my name is Spriffin Gibblethorpe, but my friends call me Spriff.
Gibblethorpe. Spriff. Excellent. Let's go. We'll show you our ship. Let's get the fuck out
Really?
of
I'm
here.
excited to fix it up for you.
Okay. Let's go, everybody. Out. Back door. Is there a back door, Spriff?
Yes, it would actually be a little bit faster to go through the back door, because that is where the materials we will be using are stored. So,
Great.
if you'll all please follow me.
Spriff.
And Spriff
You-
waddles through the back door and into the warehouse.
Are you okay, Zelio? You're acting kind of odd.
No, there is the possibility that one of the suits pirates is following us.
Oh.
Yes.
Ah. Yeah. Okay. Good point. Yep. Let's go.
We have to go.
You quickly hurry out back. Spriff, it's a hand cart that Spriff appears to be able to hold and manage himself. So he's wheeling it out in front of him, and you all make it back down the bridge very quickly and quietly. And looking over your shoulder, you do see a couple of normal height men in suits, two of them walking shoulder to shoulder, sort of pushing people out of the way, following you.
Okay. Should we head back to the ship and lead them straight to there? Or should we try and run somewhere and hide somewhere?
What's that?
Nothing, Sprafe. Keep walking.
All right.
Are we walking like down a hill?
Yeah, you're walking down the hill of the bridge.
How many were there again?
2 suits.
2 suits. One of them is not the man that you saw earlier, right, Zilio?
No, the other
Neither
one
of them are.
The other one had very long arms and a very wide brim hat.
Well, if 2 plus 2 equals 4, then 5 minus 2 leaves 3, and I think that we could take him. It's not including this guy. And they'll point with their tail.
What I can let you know is that I have never in my life experienced something the way that I just experienced me staring at that person.
Do you think we could lay a trap for him, and then scuttle away to the ship?
If you have any ideas, Captain, I certainly do not.
Wow, we dig a big hole really quickly and then fill it with some grass and lead them into it. That's it. Snake
hole.
brain.
Snake brain.
Do the guards that we have to pass like have a way of like signaling that something's wrong?
Make a check to see if you see any bells or dendenmushi or anything on their person.
I feel like that's a thing that it would make sense for them to have. That is a 3.
It appears that they do not. They're just standing guard. You're guessing they are more of like informants, the people behind an information desk, than actual guards that are to prevent, thieves from escaping or something. They do have weapons, but they don't look used.
Okay.
I mean, if we think that we can take them, we can leave a couple behind and stall them out and then run when we get the opportunity. Let everyone else get back to the boat scot-free.
Celia, what would make you feel most at ease, besides them not being here? I trust you. I would trust fall to you.
Zelio is at a little bit of a loss because they think that they should hide and try to evade these people and try to make it out of the city unnoticed. But we are also now toting around a man who is not aware of the things that are happening.
Spriff starts whistling Binks no Sake.
A song where nothing bad happens during the singing of it.
Never.
Of course.
Not
Never,
even
ever.
once.
Maybe we just kill him.
I say we run. I think that's a good. I think we should just like push this guy down and use this cart for momentum.
We do need him to fix the ship.
Can we block their way or something? I don't know.
We could knock down a bunch of trees on our way out. This is Briar.
We could. Yeah, we could knock a bunch of trees over. We could also make a rowdy exit where we knock a bunch of shit over and make chaos happen in the city.
How well supported is this bridge, GM?
Isn't there a whole city on top of this
I had a
bridge?
feeling someone was going to ask.
Let's go!
Uh-oh.
How supported is it? Is this like a solid bridge? Are we on slats and suspension?
This bridge is well supported, but it is very old.
Sounds like a few weak points might be all that we need.
We're adding destroying a city to our repertoire.
To get away from
List
two
of war
guys.
crimes.
We didn't destroy the city. Something else did. We just happened to help it out a little
We
bit.
have to get out.
Ash is going to like take Zelio by the shoulder and like have to pull like close to like focus on them because they can't see and they like are looking in your eyes to try and see where you're at. Because this is like very unlike Zelio.
Yes.
And she's just gonna go, if you tell me that the only way that we are gonna get out of here is to bring this bridge down, and that's the best plan, then I will do it.
Oh, the gods. Endangering an entire city for the sake of us getting out of here? That is quite pirate-like. So, are we all in agreement that we have to do what is in our best interest to leave? I think that Coralie has tried to snake their way from Zelio's shoulders to Ash's shoulders, and she has kind of wrapped a little bit on the backside of Ash's head to nuzzle up and find Esmer, and has said, "Kick it down, friend."
Kick it down! A 6'1" woman tumbles out of Ash's head.
Athena?
Athena!
Is that you?
Boom, boom! Landing in a 3-point landing directly out of Ash's hair. Esmer just kind of looks up and goes, "Bring it down." Esmer's legs get coated in hockey. Bug, bug, drum! And rockets at one of the weak points of the bridge.
So you land on the bridge, run over to the side, grab the edge, and use your momentum to come around and slam your foot into one of the supports of the bridge. Please make an attack roll.
Yeah, which is a d6. 4. I think it might just ring a little bit.
Bong! And you all feel the ringing vibration move throughout the entire bridge. And you can see the bricks start to pop up and then settle. And everyone sort of starts looking around like, what happened? A lot of them are worried about the bridge itself.
I'd like, if I may, to use the help action for Esmer to get that another roll. And how I would like to flavor it mechanically is I've wrapped myself around Ash's body with my tail, and then I go and I bite onto a tree trunk. Esmer goes and kicks the bridge, and then kind of slingshots herself back using me as the band to kick again.
Wagon!
Wham!
I mean, it's less good that time. That's fine.
Another
Unless I use effort.
second point of damage is dealt to the bridge.
Do I need to use effort?
it seems like this one rocked the bridge and is starting to sway slightly. And then it settles again. One more should do it.
I mean, yeah, I'll expend the effort for a reroll. It seems like this is my job while everyone else is distracted. That time, Esmer pulls back, wings are fluttering, the vibrations travel through their whole body, hockey coats them. Nitro drum! I rolled a 1. So as Esmer's legs collide with the bridge, the reverberations from their body also collide at the moment of impact with the kick. As a sonic boom erupts.
And bricks go flying from this point. Like an actual explosion sends them outwards, upwards, and downwards into the water below. The bridge vibrates with the concussive force of your kick and begins to fall. Pieces of the bricks just falling into the water below. It appears that it is falling from this point in both directions, like frickin' Mario.
I cartwheel up onto the bridge in front of our new shipwright friend before he has a moment to panic, and I say, "Let's go, Spliff!" And I grab him by the collar and I start flying.
Spliff! It's Spliff! And everyone just jumps into the cart with wheels.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can someone
yes.
be, I guess, driving, directing where it's going? I feel.
Do it,
Who is-
Leandre.
I guess Leandre will be doing it. Like
All
the
right,
back of a
make a
shopping
check.
cart doing it. What kind of check is this?
I don't know why, but something about this reminds me of Ed, Ed, and Eddie. There's just something about it.
Something.
Could I I don't know this. Can I make an argument for my improvised weaponry?
Are you attacking someone with this cart?
No.
Air at the speed
Like,
of light.
I'll allow it.
If there's
If you're
anything
trying
in
to,
our
like, run
way,
over the guard at the bottom, I
Yeah.
will allow it.
Are there any of the suit guys in our way? And then that way.
Unfortunately, the two suit guys you've spotted are now panicking as the crowd runs one way and they run towards you.
oh my god.
But there's a widening gap as this bridge is collapsing.
Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Nah, I'm just gonna roll this D10 and pray for a miracle, I guess. I don't know.
Come on.
That is a 2.
With a 2, you manage to actually successfully steer the cart by shifting your weight, and you dodge not 1, not 2, but 3 different people as the cart gains speed, careening down this incline until it hits the bottom and bounces off of the sand. Boing! And it continues going straight into the woods.
We're doing it.
I guess I don't know. They're trying to get away. I don't know.
That's the best thing that we could have done. We are all in this cart, just speeding.
Doing the
There's
bobsled
branches
maneuvering.
whipping your faces, trying to dodge left and right beside them. And we have a shot of the cart sort of come to a stop in the middle of the woods.
Okay, everyone get out and let's run. Go back to the ship.
Coralie turns into, like, they bite their tail and say, "Somebody give me a push."
I'll do it.
And Coralie just starts tumbling towards the ship.
Just like a little wheel.
Amazing. As you are lifted and pushed and start rolling like that one old game where people rolled big metal hoops with sticks, you continue rolling down through the forest, and the rest of you follow. But Spriff is
I'm sorry. I feel as though I'm not sure who my clients are, and I require more information.
You like chili?
I do like chili. I like it
Lot of
with
chili.
beans, and I like it with cheese, and I like it to be not spicy, but not too spicy, because then
have-
it will.
We have all
We have-
sorts of chili in our ship. Just come with us.
Some very, very famous Grand Chili, and
Can I leave?
we'll help you
No.
out.
Am I abducted? No. Can I leave? No.
No.
We have a Scranton famous chef who makes chili on our ship. Why don't you come have some? And well, Ash is like thinking about slamming our glasses on, but it is like maybe I need to maintain the facade for like just 2 minutes longer.
All right, I'm not gonna make you roll a check because this guy will do whatever he is told. It looks like, as he says,
Oh, okay, I do like chili, and I do like fixing ships. And if you have a broken ship with chili, that sounds like a win to me. I'll push
Fantastic.
start for you.
I love a man who listens.
I wonder what else Griff can do.
What
We
is
may
that?
be on the verge of a second conscription here, but you know, it takes a village. All right.
and you continue. He wheels the cart behind all of you, with Corley rolling and leading the way. Does anybody glance back to see, 1, the damage, and 2, the pursuers?
Nope, it's in the past. We got away.
Yes.
No regrets.
I mean,
Not
I'm
regrets.
literally looking back every second as I tumble over and over again.
I have a question for you, GM.
Uh-huh.
So, a fun thing about Saga's character creation is that you start with 2 traits and 2 struggles, right? And you can always take more
Yeah.
struggles. When I started, I had the keen vision and night vision traits, but I did not have the poor vision without glasses struggle. Can I make the argument for an additional trait to go with my no glasses poor vision struggle? That is only active if I am not wearing glasses.
Ooh.
Yes. I was
Hearing!
thinking about this earlier. Hearing?
Hearing! I would like to-
Amazing.
Listen for our pursuers.
Brilliant. All right. Go ahead and make a check with your definitely not just added trait, hearing.
Been this way the whole time, but Ash has always had glasses on. Until now, that's a 7.
Sounds like a bridge fell into water.
Sure does. We're good, let's go.
All of you continue sprinting, rolling, walking at a leisurely pace, going towards your ship in the bay through these woods, trying to follow about the same path as you did last time. And the deeper into the woods you go, the quieter it gets. The woods, you swear the woods weren't this dark last time you came through here.
Ah, fuck.
You start to glance left and right, see if you are being followed. You can't help but take occasional glances behind you to see whether you're being pursued. And the only thing you see behind you is Spriff wheeling the wagon of materials. You come out onto the beach, unharmed.
I don't like that.
Can I make an insight check into the DM?
Not that.
That's a 7, I don't learn anything.
The equivalent is God. Are you there?
You see the longboat, just where you left it.
Sir, I don't care for this at all.
Real quick, point of clarification. That was the pine forest that we just walked through?
It was the pine forest that you just walked through.
Okay, cool.
What the fuck are you planning, Dennis?
Cool, super cool. Well, Ash didn't hear anything, so she's like, all right, we got to get in the boat, like, right now.
Let's go. Yes.
If there's nobody around, Ash is going to put her fucking glasses back on.
You put your glasses back on, and Spriff, immediately upon seeing your face, goes, "You wear glasses too!"
I do. Yours are lovely, by the way. Would you mind stepping into the boat with everything, and we'll get over to our. You don't have to walk anymore. We got a nice little
sure.
boat.
Here, let me just start unloading to get it into the boat.
You're
Are you
Get
sure,
all the
are
shit
you
in the
sure it's
boat!
gonna hold? Do you want to? Oh, okay. Oh.
We just throw them.
With the same energy as to your posts.
Imagine he just spins like this. That's kind of
Physics cares not for Zelio's role.
Yeah. They just slide in. There's like a little gust of wind as they just like, yeah, get in the boat. We're out of here.
As you all get into the boat with some of the supplies, are you staying for all of them, or are you just going?
What do you mean some of the supplies? All of them. We can put all
All right,
of them
you
there.
you dump all of the supplies into the boat and start moving it into
Yeah.
the water. And with the supplies and a new person in it, it is dangerously low.
I think that because
Oh,
I'm still
no.
in snake form, it's a little bit lighter.
Yeah.
It is a little bit
Esper can
lighter.
Fly.
I can fly.
And Esmer can fly. Hell yeah.
So as you jump in, the boat is just as low as it was last time. And you start rowing back to your ship where your companions await. Does anybody chance a glance back at the shoreline other than Esmer, who is rowing and sitting facing that direction?
Yeah, Ashwood. Glasses back on.
Zelia's going to as well.
And she wouldn't be like rowing because she can't be rowing. She ain't got the muscle for it. So the only thing she can do is keep an eye on the shore and dissuade pursuers. So yeah.
Anybody who does. So Zelio, Esmer, and Ash. Please make an avoid check.
I want to be honest because we're being very specific about senses. I have keen vision now that my glasses are back on. Is this check to avoid eyesight worse for me?
It would have no additional effect.
Okay. D10.
Sorry, my question for the GM, is this a dodging of a powered ability?
Yes.
And it's a D8 for me, not a D10. And it's still a 6. Oh!
I got a 3.
You know what? Fuck it. Every
3.
Ooh.
5.
Uh.
Ugh.
10.
Oh.
Esmer, Ash, and Zelio. To one of you, this feeling is familiar. As you feel a cold wash over your body. You feel submerged. Like a soft, cool pillow is being pressed to your face.
Ooh, I
It
hate
begins
that.
to be difficult to breathe. Esmer and Ash, you both receive the wound, Call of the Deep, Severity 1. Zelio,
Your Call of the Deep Wound increases to severity 2. And you hear voices among this new silence that has been pressed upon both your ears. Voices of strange songs and whale calls echoing off infinite canyons under the water. And you look down to see the deep blue welcoming ocean beneath you.
Nope.
And as Zelio stands up and takes a step towards the edge of the longboat, we are going to end our session.
How dare you?
Ooh, and me with no effort.
Does everyone have their tomatoes ready to throw? Throw them on 3, 2, 1. Jesus Christ.
Ooh, this man!
I cannot believe that the GM got so tired of us chucking all of his villains into the sea
That's so funny.
that he decided to create a villain that made us do it our goddamn selves.
Ooh.
It's
Well,
all right, Zelio. I'll never let you fall.
Oh my god, the thematic irony of beginning with Trust Falls.
Ooh.
well, my friends,
Oh my god!
while we take all those tomatoes and stew on them for a while, let us take an opportunity to tell the people who we are and where they can find us. I'm going to quickly start with Jake and Lou, our good pals who couldn't be here this evening and are going to get here next Monday and be like, what the fuck? I've just put Jake's Instagram as well as Lou's TikTok into the Twitch chat. Go and check them out. They're both really amazing creators, and we love having them on the Lavender Scale Pirate crew. With that being said, I am going to toss things over to Julie.
Hi. You can find me on the internet as Julie CL, JuliCiel in most places, mostly posting on Blue Sky and doing stuff on Twitch nowadays. I co-run Roll-D5 and Indie TTRPG channel. If you want to listen to my writing, I have a 30-episode audio drama called The Realm Tree. It's about fairies and features actors from Avatar: The Last Airbender and Genshin Impact. I'm writing a TTRPG. Hopefully I'll have a Kickstarter up by this summer. These people are really cool, and don't miss the finale. Passing it to Dan!
Hi, I'm Dan Pixel, DANPYXEL, they, them. I played former Marine Lieutenant Ash Carter, she, her, who will apparently soon be making her way to the bottom of the ocean, I guess. And you can find me on the internet under that name basically everywhere. Most of my material is on TikTok, where I talk about Arcane, Life is Strange, and other gay emotional things that hurt my feelings very, very much. You can also find me on YouTube and Blue Sky, as well as Insta, doing more of the same. And here on Twitch, where every week I will play emotionally damaging games, sometimes speedrun Donkey Kong 64 Randomizer, and occasionally play Overwatch, which is on its way back. It's back. I'm telling you, it's back. And I will pass. We'll fight about this later, but I will pass it over to Briar.
Hello. It is Briar over here. You can find me at @beanabes_ everywhere on the internet, more so on Blue Sky these days, and always on TikTok yapping about whatever. Currently doing Severance, watching Severance, and having wiggles about it. So if you want to hear me yap about that, that's the place to go. And I'm gonna pass the ball on over to Angie and hope they catch me when I fall.
Hello, hi. My name is Angie, Agonthetic on the internet, they, them pronouns. I've been playing Zelio Costas. They, them pronouns as well. You can catch me over on Tales Archive on Sunday nights. Not this Sunday, we're taking off this Sunday. But you can catch me Sunday nights at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Known Realm Selesh. Not this Sunday, next Sunday. It'll be our 100th session, 100th episode, 100th chapter. Crazy longest campaign I've ever been in, and it's been an absolute fun. Also, next Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, also on Tales Archive, you can come check out our chapter 6 of God Killer Sinner Sacrifice, where I and my very, very dear friend Cyrus, it's 8-bit on the internet, play God Killer together. It is our penultimate episode. And then more stuff in the future. Also, add me on Marvel Rivals, Agonthetic, same name as you see it on the screen. The game that is definitely here to stay, unlike another game.
That's crazy.
Talk to me when they add Silk. Talk to me when they add Silk.
And I'm gonna shoot the ball over to Dennis.
Yeah, hi, me. I'm the one doing all the traumatizing. Yay! Thank you all so much for sticking around for this episode. I am beyond excited for our finale next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. To wrap up this second season of a Sagas game, which I'm still getting over that's real. And I would not have it with a different cast. You all have been amazing, and I'm so excited. And I'll popcorn it back to our host.
I got it. Trust fall that bitch. I would like to say, though, that we're doing a little bit of traumatizing of Dennis, because otherwise, why would you have created this terrible, terrible BBEG? Anyway, my name is Jess, and my pronouns are they, them, theirs, and you can find me all over the internet at Just the Human. I'm going to drop my Substack in. It's my free TTRPG charitable newsletter. RPGs for Accessible Gaming is going to be happening sometime this week. It is a cool itch charity bundle where you can help fund these really cool Braille dice. We already funded full sets of 7 last year, but this year we are trying to get single sets funded, like D10s, D8s, D6s, because not every TTRPG uses a D20 based system. I also am going to drop my Patreon into the chat. If you like what I do and you want to see more updates, go and subscribe to that. Otherwise, like Dennis said, we're going to be back here next week at 5:30 PST on both YouTube and Twitch to hopefully fucking beat this guy and not die. Do we have a good word of wisdom from our famous grasshopper quote to leave you with?
Grasshoppers are famously good at diving into the ocean.
Oh Lord.
Yikes.
No.
Bye!
Not promising.